Hi guys, welcome back to the Drive Life channel, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to tell if your battery is starting to die on your car. So this is my 2009 Volvo S80 D5 and the battery's dying on it. It's due to have a new battery tomorrow morning, and I wanted to talk about some of the symptoms that sort of tell you that your battery's dying, how to test it, and show you on these cars where the battery is located. So let's get straight into it. So the first symptoms you're going to notice is that the car is going to start slower. It's going to feel like it's struggling to start, and that's because the power from your battery isn't enough to turn the engine, or is reduced, so that the speed that it turns the engine is reduced, and therefore means that the car doesn't start as quickly. Now, usually this symptom comes, it's manageable. You can carry on like this, and for a long time you can probably carry on and not really notice too much of a difference, but then what you'll find is that a lot of the time in cold weather or the winter, as soon as it gets really cold, your car just won't start, and it's right ball ache. So that's symptom number one. Symptom number two is going to be with the headlights, and you only notice this when driving at night, but essentially what it is your headlights can start to flicker. They become sort of dependent on the alternator. So what I found when I was driving at night, when I would let off the accelerator, the headlights would dip ever so slightly, and then come back up. So it's just a little thing. You sort of think you're going mad because you're quite tired and you're driving at night, but actually it is the headlights going a bit funny. So bear that in mind if that starts to happen. All of these are quite similar to alternator problems, so I'll talk to you about how to tell whether it's an alternator problem as well. The third one is if you get a low battery light or an engine warning light. A low battery can actually mean that your engine warning light comes on, or your car may be fitted with a light that actually tells you if the battery is low. But another way to tell if your battery is low is to get a multimeter, stick it across the two terminals, and then you'll be able to see if it reads 12 volts or more, then you're pretty good. If it's anything less than 12 volts, then you need to probably look at getting a new battery, or at least getting that one charged. There are reasons why batteries can run low if you've left the lights on or anything, so just because you've tested it once and it's run below 12 volts doesn't mean that the battery's finished. Next is going to be a few sort of gremlins appearing in the cabin. So these batteries running low can cause various warning lights. In fact, my car came up with brake system failure, traction control failure, everything like that. If you didn't know better, you'd probably have the car towed away and think that the whole thing's ruined. But actually what it is these systems require a certain amount of voltage to work, and once the battery falls below that voltage, essentially all these systems start panicking and think they're going to fail. So what you'll get is a lot of warning messages. Like I said, it is okay. It's usually if you get more than one serious warning message, like you're getting 3 or 4 or 5, then it's likely that it's going to be a battery or electrical issue rather than the actual systems failing themselves. It's very unlikely you will get all of the systems, such as the braking system and the power steering system and the traction control system, failing at once. So just bear that in mind. Don't panic immediately. So how can we, or what type of batteries are best to get? Well, essentially your battery details are specific to your car, so you'll need to get one that is the same specification than the one in your car at the moment. This one is a OEM Volvo battery, and if you can see here, we have a nice little label that tells you everything about it. You need to make sure you get the correct one, otherwise it can play havoc with your car systems, and you may get all of these symptoms again if it doesn't give the right ampage and everything, just because different cars have different levels of electrical drain on the battery. So you need to get one that can handle the electrical systems in your car. So that's it, guys. We talked about how to test it. I will talk about the alternator now. So a lot of these symptoms can be caused by the alternator failing as well. When it's not charging the battery can appear to be dying, but it's actually because it's not being charged at all. So one thing that I'd recommend doing is doing your multimeter test by putting the multimeter on the battery terminals, and then what you can do is, if the with the engine running, the battery is showing more than 14 volts, you know that your alternator is good. If it's not, if it's still showing like, well, low, then likelihood is it's going to be your alternator, which on these cars, on this D5 Volvo, is located down here. It's quite a difficult part to replace. It's quite expensive as well, so you want to sort of rule this out as early as possible if you can, but if it is it's just a case of having it replaced. So yeah, that's it guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you guys what experiences you've had with batteries. Like I said, this one's actually giving out. It's the original battery from 2009, so it's done well to last 10 years. So I'm going to get it replaced tomorrow morning with an OEM battery, not from a dealer though, from a friend who's a mechanic. He'll sort me out. And the reason I noticed it was, as you can see, I've got the amber strobes in the grille now for work, and as soon as I fitted them and started playing around with the electrics and stuff, the battery was just kept dying really quickly, and I've tested it numerous times and it is actually starting to fail. So new battery in there before winter should keep us going nicely. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.